Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. We are back for another trucking vlog. It has been about a week since I've recorded anything. Things have been going smoothly. I've just been driving the same I-5 corridor that I had been in the first few videos, so I just, wanted to take a little short break from recording, But today, we are doing our first two-stop delivery, so we are currently just south of the Oregon-California border. So we are on the I-5 corridor again today, but we are going down to Sacramento, and then from delivering there, we then have another delivery in Folsom. So they're both close by, but still, first two-stop deliveries, so that'll be interesting. And then I have heard, and also from looking at Google Maps, that the first stop is apparently a huge pain in the butt to back into. It's off of a fairly busy road, and there is no room in the lot to back in, so you have to back in from the street. So this is going to be my first street back. Somebody else also suggested that you could do a blind back, but I think I'd rather back in from the street than do a blind back, if I'm being honest. It should be pretty interesting, but yeah, I figured I'd bring you guys along for the ride. So in the meantime, to fill you guys in on the last week, I've got some dash cam footage that I can show you guys. First up, I'm pretty sure is a garbage truck was on fire, and I got there very shortly, apparently, after it had really gotten out of hand. So they closed the freeway on at least on the direction that I was going. The fire truck that was on, the garbage truck that was on fire was on a bridge, and it was spilling diesel, and so they wanted to make sure that they, it was on the right side of the freeway, right? It had pulled over into the shoulder, and the bridge was at an angle, so all the diesel was flowing across the freeway and towards the edges of the bridge, and they were worried it was going to fall into the river, and obviously that would have a major environmental impact. So they closed the freeway, called in a hazardous materials unit to contain it and all that. I ended up sitting in one spot for, I think, a little over 2 hours, 2.5 hours maybe. But here is the dash cam footage. Next up is, this one's not anything particularly spectacular, but me being a car person, I thought it was kind of cool. There was a Dodge Challenger that pulled onto the freeway while it was pouring rain and just spun the tires like crazy. Sounded really good though, so I enjoyed it. So here is that clip. And then the final clip I want to show you guys is one that actually was not scary, I'm sure I'm going to see a lot worse things and have to deal with a lot worse things, but this was the first truck accident that I came upon right after it had happened. I literally think the truck had just come to a stop when I came around the corner. And again, it's not like I was in danger or anything, and the driver was okay, all that kind of stuff, but it still was just, it was a reality check, and it was a little scary to think that, had I been just that little bit, gotten to that point just a little bit sooner, that I could have been involved. So it was just a little freaky. But yeah, after what you'll see in the dash cam clip, I did pull over. I was not able to get back to the driver safely just because of where he was and where I was able to pull over. He was on the other side of the freeway from where I pulled over to, and it just, there was diesel spilling across the road, as you'll be able to see in the video, and I could not get back to him safely, but I did immediately call 911 just because I didn't know if he was okay at the time. So I said, hey, you know, here's the situation. There's diesel spilling across the road. He's jackknifed. He, you know, is jackknifed onto the driver's side, so I don't know if he's okay or not. I told them I couldn't get back to him safely, and they said, sounds good, like, don't worry about it. We'll send some emergency services out there, make sure he's all right. And then a Oregon State Trooper called me back a couple hours later, and they said, yep, driver's okay. Just wanted, you know, they wanted to make sure that, you know, if I had seen what happened, that I could give my witness report. I told them I was just like the first person to come up on it, but that I did not actually see anything. I'm very glad the driver was okay. It looks really scary. I didn't actually notice at the time that I drove by, but it actually does look like he hit the guardrail first, and it looks like he very well was close to going over the guardrail. So I am very, very thankful that did not happen. I'm very thankful that the driver's okay. It was apparently very, very close to being a whole heck of a lot worse. So driver's okay. That's what matters most. All the emergency personnel showed up and got everything handled. But yeah, again, just a bit scary, you know, to realize that those things, you know, do happen, and they can happen to anyone. So that is this next dashcam clip. So here you go. And I think that is all the dashcam clips that I have. If there are any others, I'll throw them in here. Oh, he's doing a wheelie again.
One thing that the public doesn't see, and I know this show is starting to, I guess, be more open about the series, about what the drivers are doing.
There is a car upside down on the mountain. I think that's going to be all I'm going to record for now until I get to where we're delivering to, just because of the fact that, you know, it's, again, the I-5 corridor, same thing I've been doing. So if there's anything else that interesting that happens, I'll just go ahead and show you guys the dashcam clips. But if there's no dashcam clips before now and the next GoPro clip, that means that we have arrived safely and we are now doing our back. We have taken our exit, and we are now just a few turns away from where we are delivering to. We were supposed to get here at 3 p.m. and it is 2:40, so we're going to be a little early. Hopefully they are okay with us being like 20 minutes early. I will admit, my nerves are like through the roof. I you know, just looking at the back and where it is, I am not feeling great. I know that overall it's not a big deal. Like, if I take a lot of time or I piss people off, like whatever, right? As long as I can do it safely, it's really not that big of a deal. So I'm trying to keep myself calm by telling myself that you know, I have all the time I need, right? I can take as long as I need, as long as I do it safely. But I am still very nervous. I don't even know where I'm gonna park to be able to walk in and check in, you know, like I don't know. This is gonna be interesting. I was told that this is a very busy street, and that is showing. Nice stop. They don't even care. Oh, it looks like there's a center lane. Okay, so I'm assuming we'll probably just block the center lane and go inside. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw on my flashers. And there is the dock that we have to back into. Wow. All right. Well, it looks like the street is not as busy as it was described to me, so I think we'll be fine just backing in from the street. But either way, I gotta go check in, see what's going on. See if maybe they have a tip for me on how to back. So we are going to be doing a street back. I talked to the people in the warehouse and just asked them if they had like a suggestion on how to back in, you know, if like most drivers do a blindside back like right there, and then just, you know, once they're kind of lined up, then they, you know, fix it and do a driver's side back. Or if most of them back in from the street, and, you know, the person at the warehouse obviously left it up to me, said, you know, whatever is most comfortable for you is going to be the best option, you know. Especially I let her know that I'm a new driver, you know, but she said most drivers go in from the street and then just back it in that way, and then that way it's a driver's side back the whole way. It's just the biggest problem is other people, like I've seen a lot of cars come in and out of this driveway here, and they also said I am a little early, so they said it's going to be a little bit. They said if it does end up being a problem, like if they end up taking a while, that they usually call, because I do have a second delivery. So they said they will usually call and let them know that I am going to be late. All right, let's make sure. But they said that that should not be a problem, so. Everybody back there is chilling. Let's make sure. Alright, we got plenty of room off this way. But of course, that person's gonna stop right where I have to go. So far, I think we're looking good. Yeah, we are looking real good. All right, I'm going to get out and look. Let's see how we're looking. All right, we are good. Sweet. So only worry is people coming up from my right there, over there. I'm worried that those people are gonna cut in front of me. But I think I locked this door. I sure did. But we are looking really, really good. We are like lined up almost perfect. I don't think I'm gonna have to pull back into the street at all, which would be really nice. Sure enough, we got a car that's coming around. I don't know where you're going, buddy. Alright, then we gotta watch out for this curb on this side. But we are looking really good. I might be cutting it a little close. The curb there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to pull back forward. No, you're good. You're good. Alright, I got another car there, but they're waiting. Ideal, but we'll let people go by first. Man, it is busy. Yeah, look at that. Just from, I mean, I did that pretty smooth, and look at how much traffic there is that was just waiting for me. All right, well, everybody's driving by all upset at me. I'm gonna go ahead and get out and take a look at where we're at and figure out what I need to do here to get this looking better. I'm also gonna have to open the doors and stuff, so yeah, okay. I mean, we'll pull forward and to the left again, and then just not, you know, crank it back quite as hard. But again, there's a bunch of cars rolling in and out of here, so this is gonna take a minute. Okay. And then we will pull back forward and get all straightened out. Open the doors and all that. And then we'll be good to go. Now that's the other worry that I have, actually, funny enough, is the seal. So the seal on this trailer is a metal seal, which I have not dealt with before. So I don't know if I have the tools necessary to cut said seal, which is a little bit of a worry. But I think we will be okay. Alright. And actually, I don't know. I was gonna say I might have enough room to open the doors from where we are, but I don't think I will. That was nice of them to wait. I thought for a second that maybe they were gonna go, but they did not, so we're good. Alright, well, let's just see. We might have enough room to open the doors, but I kind of doubt it. And if we don't, well then, we'll just have to pull back forward, open the doors, and then go straight back. But we are now lined up with the dock, so that's good. Let's go see if I can even cut this seal. I don't know if I will be able to. And I don't think I'm going to have enough room to open the doors. So I think we are going to have to pull back forward. That's okay. Oh, wow. I actually got it. All right. Okay, we are good. But I don't think this is gonna... Oh, just barely. Dang it. All right, well, I'll have to pull back forward and open the doors. That is fine. I'm just happy I was able to break the seal, to be honest. I didn't think I would be able to with these little wimpy things, but I did. And I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys off my head because none of the rest of this is super exciting or anything. I love you guys, but you guys hurt my head a little bit. Okay, we are all backed into the dock. Again, that went way better than I thought it would. That was actually not anywhere near as bad as I had expected. Like I said, I knew I was probably nervous for no reason, and I definitely think I was, because that ended up being really easy. Everybody was super nice. Nobody honked at me, or, I mean, you know, you saw a couple people, like, got in the way, but you could tell it wasn't really on purpose. And then when they realized that they were in the way, they, like, tried to do something to fix it. So honestly, that went great. I had no problem with anything that anybody in a car did or anybody walking did. Like, that was not bad at all. Everybody seemed really patient with me, and we are now at the dock. Now we just play the waiting game. So they said it would take a little bit. We're supposed to only be here, in order to make it to our next delivery on time, I'd have to only be here for another hour or so. So I guess we'll see if that ends up happening or not. Apparently the next back is fairly easy, so that is good. This one, you know, again, although it ended up being easier than I expected, I still wouldn't say it was easy. Whereas the next one apparently is just like a normal dock back, so that'll be nice. And also I've got my load for tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna end up recording that one or not, but we are going up to Klamath Falls, so we did have a small issue with that one. I was trying to plan it out and it didn't look like I was going to be there on time, but they just replied and said, hey, if you're late, it's fine. We know about it. We'll still have you take the load. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and reply to that and then hang out for a bit while they unload me, and I will catch up with you guys once they're done. All right, we are all unloaded. Everything went smooth. So now we get out and we remove the wheel chock, and then we pull out from the door, put a new seal on, and close the doors, then put a new seal on. And then we head on over to our next stop, which we are looking plenty on time for. Don't remember exactly how far I pulled forward last time, but that was like a perfect amount, so I think it was like out to about even with that curb over there. It's probably like right about here. I think we're probably good. Let's go get the doors closed, put that new seal on, and go on our way. Oop. And then this goes right in there, and we are all set. Let's get out of here. Looking like we're going to be about 30 minutes early to our next stop, just like we were for this one, so that is sweet. And this will give you guys an idea of just how far behind I am on actually editing these videos and posting them. But today is Halloween, so it's been really funny. While I was sitting in the truck, I saw a bunch of people walking by, like after doing their Costco shopping, walking back to their cars, and they're in their like Halloween costumes. Like I saw somebody that was dressed like Fiona from Shrek. I saw somebody else in like a Pooh costume. There's been some really good ones. Oh, that's awkward. Are you able to go like that way? Sick. Kind of block the road. Wow, how funny. Getting out of here almost seems harder than getting in here was. Alright, we have cleared the curb. We are all good. Thank you. Alright, on to our next place. And I did look at the map for our next place as well. The person that I talked to that had delivered there before said that delivering in Folsom, where I'm going to next, was way easier than this one that I just did. But I looked at the map and it does not look all that easy, if I'm being honest. It looks, I mean, I don't have to back in from the street, but like I still have to do some weird stuff to make it work. So I don't know, we'll have to see. I think this back is going to be equally as difficult as the one I just did, but again, the one I just did was not actually all that bad. So we'll have to see, but I'll catch up with you guys when I'm there. Okay, we have just taken our exit. It's funny because my dad, I think, has a friend that lives here somewhere, and I'll have to tell him that if he shops at Costco, his, I can't remember if it's paper towels or toilet paper that I have, but I'll have to check and then let him know that if he comes to this Costco and buys some, it might have been from my truck. That'd be kind of cool. Could you imagine if I could actually figure out the numbers of the ones that are in my truck and then tell them, and him actually be able to like know for sure if the stuff that he bought was from my truck or not? I feel like that'd be pretty sick. Have him text my dad and be like, hey, I bought some stuff off your son's truck. That'd be kind of cool. There's an In-N-Out here. Man, I wish I could take a break here. That'd be sweet. Get some In-N-Out for dinner. I'd be hyped, but Unfortunately, I don't think unloading is going to take enough time that it would be worth walking over to In-N-Out. I wish. You know, another thing that's funky about these deliveries is that they pick the busiest times of the day for our appointments. Like I delivered the other one at 3 p.m. and this one's being delivered at 5 p.m. Like literally right when everybody's getting off work, they're all going to be going to Costco. It just, I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me to make these the delivery times, but I've got a job to do, so I just do what they tell me and get it done. Oh, there's a sign that says trucks go this way. That's kind of nice. Nice to get, like I've said in previous videos, it's nice to get reassurance to know that I'm going the right way. Again, we're gonna have to swing way wide here. Okay, on the street corners waved at me. Nice of him. I think that's the loading dock right there. So I am gonna go ahead and pull right here. Yeah, trucks end. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna go ahead and park, and I'm gonna walk over to wherever the entrance is and ask them what I'm doing. So we are all set for now, and then it looks like we are going to have a very interesting back. I don't know if I'm gonna pull up over there and then back all the way back in there, or if maybe I can loop up to like the front of the building and then back in. I don't know. We'll see what we're working with, but I will be back with you guys in a minute. They said the same thing as the other place, which the other place said it would take a while and then it didn't, but which was good. Not complaining about that at all. But anyways, this place also said it's going to be a while before they can get to me, which again, totally fine. They said for me to go ahead and just back into the dock. I can break the seal, open the doors, all that kind of good stuff. And then they said to just wait in the truck until they're ready. Now at the previous place, they said that normally, you know, you have to wait inside, but they let me stay in the truck just because they knew I wasn't gonna leave. I had my wheels chalked and all that. But here they do want me inside, so I'm gonna have to do that. So I'm gonna do my back and then we will go from there. And also, after actually seeing it in person, I now understand what the driver that I talked to was saying about this being a fairly easy back. It actually is. There's much more space than I realized, so it should be a pretty easy back. I should be able to kind of do a little turnaround and get set up for a back pretty easily. And again, it is super, super busy, so I just got to keep an eye out. We got a car coming, so I'm gonna have to. And they let me go. How nice! All right, so we're just gonna make sure we don't hit this curb here, and we are good. And then we're gonna crank it hard to the right, and we're gonna kind of do a little loop here, and just keep an eye on the fairings, make sure I don't tear my fairings apart, but I don't think we're gonna turn anywhere near hard enough for that. And nope, we did not even get close. All right, and then we're just gonna kind of pull out into this little section here. These people are gonna wait at the stop sign, and I think we will be good for our back. Oh, you're good. There. You're giving me room anyway. Thank you. I did not need to do that, but I certainly do appreciate it. Oh yeah, this one's gonna be nice and smooth. Oh, I'm a little off. That is okay that we're not quite lined up correctly, because I'm gonna have to pull forward to open up my doors and break the seal and all that anyway. Actually, we are lined up perfectly. How funny. All right, so let's go ahead and pull back forward. Again, that was really nice of those people to let me go. I did not, to back up and give me a little bit of extra room. I did not expect that, so that was very, very nice of them. So far, every experience has been very good at all of these Costco's. And I have shopped at Costco as one of these people driving through the lot, and I've seen how they drive, and I mean, other people are, you know, usually things get crazy in Costco parking lots, I guess is what I'll say. But this time it does not seem like that is the case. So that has been very, very pleasant. All right. We're now kind of working against the clock as well, so I'm gonna make sure to jump out here quickly and get our seal broken, and then get back into the dock so that I can go on sleeper berth and start saving my clock. These things worked last time for the metal seal, so hopefully they will work again. But I am, again, a little nervous. Alright, let's make sure we get it. Alright, and it worked again. Sweet. Oh, I missed my little hook. There we go. It was funny too, I asked the forklift driver, I was like, all right, do you, you know, they didn't say anything at the previous Costco, but do you want me to slide my tandems back? And he goes, I don't even know what that means, so probably not. I was like, cool, sounds good. So, these people here are super nice. Literally every experience I've had so far with a shipper, receiver, whatever, everybody has been super, super nice. And I don't understand why I hear so many bad things about shippers and receivers. I mean, like, I do kind of get it. I've had one that was like not very nice, but like even she just like seemed exhausted, like she was just ready to go home. I'm sure it was like, you know, 2 in the morning or whatever. So like, I don't know, I feel like it's whatever attitude you bring in is what you get back. But again, I mean, I guess I didn't bring in a bad attitude for that one lady, and she was kind of mean, so I don't know. I digress. All right, let's go ahead and back our way into the dock, and we are like just about perfectly lined up. I think I'm just gonna have to do a little bit of 10 and 2 action. All right, hit the dock a little hard, but we are all good. We are all unloaded. It's only 5:25, so they got us done within 30 minutes. So again, they said it would be a while, and it was absolutely not a while at all. So that is pretty sweet. That is twice in a row now that they said it would be a while, and then it ended up being like less than 30 minutes that I was here, which is sick because that means that I still have about 3.5 hours left on my clock. Again, we're still going to be pushing it for time in order to be able to get to where we're picking up our next load, and then where we're going to try and shut down for the night. But it should all work out fine. So let's go ahead and go close the doors, do a trailer check, and then I will let my company know that I am empty and I'm ready for my next load, and then I will start heading that way. I also asked them, they were super nice. Again, everybody I've dealt with has been so nice. And I was like, I have a curiosity question for you. How long does it take to go through like a truckload worth of paper towels and stuff like that, but like toilet paper and all that? And they said lately it's been, I mean, like obviously in this case it was like half a truckload, but still. They said that it has been typically gone by the end of the day. So obviously, I mean, like today I'm not delivering until 5 o'clock, so I doubt that that'll be the case, but I guess basically gone within, you know, a few hours of them being open, which is just crazy to think about. So yeah, one of my dad's friends, I think I talked about this earlier, one of my dad's friends lives in Folsom, so I texted my dad. I was like, hey, let your buddy know that if he shops at this Costco and he buys this brand of toilet paper or paper towel, that it might be from my truck. And my dad said that his friend does in fact shop at this Costco, so it is possible, which is crazy. So weird to think that could actually be the case. But either way, that is that load done. So I don't know actually what I'm going to record next, but you guys will see when we get there. Okay, we are almost to our shipper for our next load. I am going to be running low on time. I'm running low on my 70. I'm going to get 9.5 hours back tonight. I'm running off recaps, so it's going to be interesting. However, I will say we are ahead of schedule. I wasn't expecting to get here until 2000, and it is only 19:15 right now. So we are looking good as far as being ahead of schedule. I think I'm actually going to be able to deliver on time after all. I think I'll be able to get there before 1400 tomorrow, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how long it takes at the shipper and all that kind of stuff. But we are almost there. My GoPro is getting a little low on battery, so I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on it. Okay, I did not end up recording at the shipper. It was frustrating. I did not understand exactly what they were telling me, so the trailer was not where I thought it was, and I was running out of time, and I'm realizing that I'm supposed to be home tomorrow night, and I am 600 miles from our home terminal, so I'm not gonna make it home. I'm not even gonna have full hours. Even if I did have full hours, our trucks are governed to 61 miles an hour, so there's no way I would make it 600 miles. And that is also if I went straight from here to the terminal, which I'm not, because my load is going to Klamath Falls. So I'm frustrated. I told you guys I would bring you through all the highs and lows, and I know I keep saying that over and over again. I don't want to pick up the camera in moments like this. This job is a dream come true for me. I don't want it to ever seem like that is not the case, because it is. But moments like this just really suck, and I know they're not a big deal, but like, I am a person that I think I just take everything a little bit too seriously. I don't know. I don't know what the wording is. I don't know what I'm trying to get to here, but I want to bring you guys along. That's what I want. I want to share this stuff with you guys. I feel like all of you that watch these videos are my friends, but at the same time, it's tough, because I just get in my own head. I get into moments like these, and I let them frustrate me, and I let them get to me, and I think, while I'm explaining this, I'm like, people are gonna watch this and think this is so stupid. Like, why are you upset about this? That's so dumb, And if that is the case, I mean, that's fine, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know what the point I was trying to make here is, but I just want to go home. I'm exhausted. There's a winter weather watch or something. Apparently there was snow there. So I'm gonna have to drive through snow tonight or something, or tomorrow night, or tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm exhausted. I need to go to bed. I'm gonna have a fun time editing this and watching back this chaos of whatever this clip that you guys just watched was. The last thing I'll say, I think the part that I'm most frustrated about is that everything went smoothly up until tonight, basically. And of course, it's when it's time for me to start rounding everything up and getting ready to go home, that's when everything goes wrong. And it happened the same thing last time. I was on track to make it home on time, and then my windshield got shattered, So it's just frustrating that I'm 2 for 2 on getting ready to get home, and it's looking like I'm gonna make it home on time, and then something goes on that prevents that. So everything else in this video went great, so I'm at least thankful for that, and I'm thankful that you guys watched, especially if you made it this far. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys did enjoy, even if, again, I didn't end in the brightest of spirits. Yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.